Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator table video with me, John, on this Monday the 6th of March. Here you can see we have our two types of tables in front of us. We have our trend traders table and our day traders table. These are showing the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. You can see here some of the currencies are highlighted in green. That means there is a confluence between these trading time frames, and that's where we'll be looking for opportunities in the markets. The tables auto update every 5 minutes 24/7, meaning that our members can see how the markets stand right now in real time. Now, just to kind of bring a point to that update, before I started the video today, we only had New Zealand, Aussie and Euro as the highlighted currencies, and while I was setting up the charts for today's video, the pound has started to come onto the table. So that's only recently just appeared, and we could be looking at some opportunities on the pound. But essentially the pound is the second strongest on our trend traders table, so it's no surprise that it has come onto the day traders as the third strongest. We have the euro as the third strongest on the trend traders, but the second strongest on the day traders. We have the Aussie, who tops the trend traders as the weakest currency, but is only the second weakest currency on the day traders, and the New Zealand dollar is the third weakest currency on the trend traders table and tops the day traders table. So I was going to take a look at Euro Oz in this video. However, we can take another look at Pound Oz because price is now starting to continue higher and the pound has come onto the tables. So if we actually come into the Pound Aussie table first, then you can see that the last time we discussed this was when we started to break out of the 175. We then featured it in other videos talking about price coming back into an area of support, and price has bounced from that support on Friday, and in today's session we've continued the momentum to the upside. We're about 77 pips to the upside at the moment from the open. So momentum building here with Pound Aussie. We did like the opportunity that this provided ever since price kind of was trading within this range between the 1.8125 highs and the 1.7250 lows. We also broke through this trend line support within that range, and price closed above. So we were looking to see if price would basically head back up to the top of the range here at the 1.8125. Now, what we outlined in that video was that we could start to see some resistance begin to form at the 1.7950 handle. We pointed that out because it was this previous swing high around the 19th of January, and we saw lots of aggressive selling coming into the market at that point. So we expected that to be targeted for buyers. Again, we talked about a double bottom that appeared here for long entries, and we were looking for opportunities to trade to the 1.7950 for a rejection and a pullback, and we've got that now. So price has pulled back into the previous structure highs. If you were around on Friday and you were looking at that opportunity, you could have been in at this area in here. Let's say you bought above this 8-hour candle here, you'd be around 106 pips in profit at the moment. You're targeting the 1.7950 again, and then looking for targets up at the 1.8125 if price was to break and continue the move. Now, if I go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see nice little sort of rejections coming into this area here. Every time price started to come into the zone, we started to see buyers step into the market. Now that buyers have stepped in, this is more now for the day traders to try and see if they can jump on the momentum to this area. I think the trend traders, your opportunity was down at this area at the 1.7740, which runs through here, which is that resistance that we spoke about with the support. So if you're not in there as a trend trader now, I'd wait for either a retracement back down to the zone, or I'd try and spot some opportunities coming into the lower time frames. As you can see, the hourly is producing higher highs and higher lows. So looking to see if price maybe pulls back into the 1.7820, these highs in here, and rejects and continues to make its way higher. Again, that could give you a nice reward to risk ratio. If you put your stop loss here, maybe below this moving average of 50 pips, you've got 130 to 180 pips as overall target there for the recent swing highs. So really good reward to risk ratio from a day trader's point of view. Like we said as well, we've got the Euro Aussie to contend with here. I like the opportunity around Euro Oz. It's featured on both tables, and if we go into Euro Oz, we can see on this weekly time frame that price looks to be trading outside of this longer term bearish channel. And if it does, that means we could see some momentum to the upside. We've got the one spot 59.50 handle that could be tested, and if price breaks through that, we've got the one spot 62, which were these highs back here in 2022, early part of 2022. So nice opportunity there, nice lot of potential pips. That is around 400 pips to be had here. Now if we go to the daily time frame, it's a little bit more messy than pound Aussie, to be honest, but you can see that we've traded through a trend line support here as well from the lower time frame, and that we've recently formed this low on Friday. So again, what I'd be looking for, I'd come into my lower time frames now, and I'd be outlining areas of support and resistance. Now you can see prices come into the highs here around about the 158 handle, and we're starting to reject. So what I would look for is price to come back down into previous structure lows, like here for instance, or even back down into this area. Oops, sorry, let me just grab a rectangle tool. So down into this area around about the one spot 57.80 in order to really start to see if buyers come back in again, because you know, if let's say price came down to this area here, the one spot 57.60, you've got a safe area to put your stop at 40 pips, target back up at 80 pips, so you got a nice 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio there, with the potential for price to trade even higher. So a couple of different zones just to watch there on your hourly time frame. But like I said, pounds just appeared on the charts. Pound Aussie is looking pretty good for some further opportunities to the upside here for both trend traders and day traders. Hope you enjoyed this video update. I look forward to speaking to you in the next one, and safe trading, guys.